let's start. Bye, Maxwell. I'll see you later. Do you want to come in? He's being shy today. All right, so get comfortable, get your mat, and let's sit down on your mat. And I just want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you, Carlene. I always appreciate you so much. And your comments and just being in touch with me. So today's practice, feel to play. Let's play. Let's have fun, not feel like we have to be so structured and so perfect and all of the movements that we do and the poses. Just follow my cues and listen and follow your body. And let's begin on our back. So lower down all the way, reach your arms overhead, extend your legs out straight. Feel the length of your body, reaching the hands, reaching the legs. And then sweep the arms up, grab your legs, pull them in, and rock from side to side. So we're going to warm up the body for just a few minutes on our back. Little core work. Just increasing the temperature in the body. And we'll pick up our pace and go through a Dancing Warrior series. And have fun with bakasana. Our crow pose. Why not? And then we'll finish with on our back with a bridge and wheel pose, practicing that. So bring your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg out. Leg across the body to the left, reach your right arm over to the right. Oh, ha, ha. What are you working with there? Right? Feel your shoulders. Feel the pectoral muscle. Now bring the leg up again, pull it in, and rotate the leg out. And then rotate in. Let's change legs. Extend the right leg out, left knee in. Take a breath in. Reach the arm, leg across. First twist of the day. Just a little modified, right? Makes your breath a little constricted, so smooth out your breathing. It's a good way to bring you into thinking about your breathing. Now lift up. Settle your lower back on the floor and rotate your leg around both directions. And now bring both knees into your chest and extend the legs up straight, right there. Lower back on the floor. Pick your shoulders up and spread your blades apart. So even up your shoulders on the floor, palms on the floor. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Tap your right toes to the floor. Left tap. Pull your lower back into the mat. Abs are contracted. So tap, alternating tapping down. Left toes and then right toes. And start to bring the toes out further away from the glutes. Alternating, tapping down, but continually pressing the lower back into the floor. There's your core, right there. And you can kind of press your palms into the floor. Try not to bring the shoulders up near your ears. Keep reaching as far as you can. How far can you reach the toes with the knees slightly bent? Lower back, pressing into the floor. Good. And now let's bring that up into the air. So not tapping, but reaching straight and bringing the opposite knee in. Now hug the right leg, shift the left leg up, shift down and switch. Right leg up and right leg down, holding the opposite knee and switch. Lift up and down and switch. So holding this knee in, as you long lever, lift and lower the opposite leg, helps holding that opposite knee helps support the lower back, keeping that lower back planted on the floor. up and down and switch. So now to add a little bit more intensity, more strength to this, lift your shoulders up off the floor, switch, lift and lower and switch, lift, lower and switch, lift all the way up and lower and switch. So think about how far or how close your leg is going to the floor. If that's okay, have it parallel. Otherwise, lift up at a higher angle. Lift and lower and switch. Lift and lower and switch. So we'll do that 4 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Both knees in. Hug the legs, rock from side to side. Cross your ankles and roll up. Come onto all fours. Scoot it up, scoot it up, scoot it back. Scoot it to the middle of your mat. Spread your fingers apart. Look at your hands. Press into your fingertips. Place your feet on the floor and the top of your feet, knees underneath your hips. Lower your belly down, cow pose, and then cat pose. So move on your own breathing. Inhaling as you lower the belly, exhaling as you lift the back, rounding the spine. Press the hands into the floor. Do that again. Just keep this movement on your own for time. So don't worry about counting here or how many times you're doing this. Just move the body. I want you to feel the spine stretching, the ribs opening up, the pelvis, stretching the skin and the back, and then the front body, the chest and belly, hips. Then hold them back in a neutral position in tabletop position for me. And look down at your hands again. Press your fingers into the floor. Extend the right leg back straight. So now we're balancing on 3 points of contact. Your toes pointing down, legs straight. Bring the knee in towards your nose. Extend that leg back straight and set your knee down. Extend the left leg back straight, right there. Look between the thumbs. Press your foot into the floor. Don't let that right foot just kind of float. You want to press that down. That's part of your balance. Bring the knee in and touch, or towards your nose. Maybe it doesn't touch. Extend it out straight and set it down. Right leg, extend out. Bring it in. Knee towards the nose. Extend out and set it down. Left leg out. Right here, you're going to round the back, pull the knee to the nose, extend it straight out, and then set it down. Adding one, right leg out, bring the knee in, bring it in further, and cross the leg over on the other side, like that. See that? Press into the floor. Now bring that knee in, and then straight out. Bring it on the other side behind, and then press the hips back. And then come up, set your right knee down, left side. So first we'll cross in the front. So out, bring it in like you're gonna touch your nose and bring the toes over. Set your shin down, look down at the thumbs, bring it in. Again, extend out and place the left leg on the other side of the right. This is where you're gonna reach the hips back towards your heels or glutes towards the heels and press the arms. Get that nice stretch in the outside of the hips. Then set your knee down, leg out straight, and set the knee down. Let's do that on the right side again. Extend out straight, look at your thumbs, don't drop your head. Bring your knee in. Now you can round your back and look behind you and cross onto the other side with that leg. Bring it in, extend out straight, then cross behind, set your knee down, and shift your hips back. Stretch. And then set your knee down, right knee out, and then down. Left leg up, out, Knee in, look at your knee, extend and bring it over, set it down. Look between the thumbs, knee in, leg straight out, set it on the other side. And bring those hips back, pressing into the hands. Nice. Now set the knee down, extend the leg out, and knee to the floor. Walk your hands forward about a good handprint. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Here's your downward facing dog, but I want you to move. So press into your heels. Let's work out any of those kinks, any of the stiffness from the night of sleep. Press the heels in. Bring your feet out farther away from each other. Make it a wider downward facing dog as you move. And then hold still for just a breath. So move the shoulders away from the ears. Send your hips back. Feel your hamstrings. Make sure you're in a good long downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. There's your position for downward facing dog when you lift your hips. So not moving your hands and not moving your feet. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Do that again. Shift forward, plank. Press into your fingertips so that you have integrity in this plank position. Lift up, downward facing dog. Do it again. Plank right here. And then downward facing dog. One more time. Right there, plank. Flat body. Look between your thumbs or slightly gaze forward. Now bend your knees and walk your hands back to your feet. And then fold over. Lengthen, looking up. Lift up halfway. Lift up your right foot. Place it on the other side of the left foot. And fold. Feel the stretch in your hips again, similar to when you're on your knees. So lots of crossing of the legs in this class. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Let's change the crossing. So pick your left foot up from behind and bring it over and cross it in front of the right. And then fold. Hello, hamstring and hip, gluteus medius, all that going on. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Now lift up halfway, lengthen. Pick your foot up, set it on the other side. Exhale and fold. Here, reach for your elbows and hang. So I want you to pull in your abs or just contract really strongly the lower abs below the navel. You'll get a deeper fold. You can bend your knees right here slightly so the ribs just touch the top of the thighs. Then start to lengthen and stretch them out straighter. And press into the inside edge of your feet more, or the big toe side of your feet, so that you're kind of rotating the inner thighs back. All right, so now place the hands at the shins, lengthen, halfway lift, exhale, fold, inhale and stand. Good to stand, right? Inhale up, exhale, your arms to your side, step to the center of the mat, toes turned out slightly, sinking down into a squat position. So knees go the same direction as your toes, lowering down slowly. Put your hands together at your heart. Push through, lift all the way up. Reach the arms up. Do that again. Bring it down. Squat as low as you can. Knees go the same direction as your toes. Lift up again. Press into the heels, the big toes, the balls of your feet, lowering down. And lift up. So the spine is neutral all the way down. Don't tuck the tailbone. All the way down right here. Try to go lower. One more time. Put your hands on the floor behind your hips if you need to. Otherwise, sit behind your heels and extend the legs out straight. Lower down all the way. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Legs up. Lower back settled on the floor. Bring the legs out wide. So wide. wide angle pose on your back. So legs out, you can use hands to support or use your hands to add resistance. So pressing just slightly. Flex your feet. Breathe. Now bring the legs in towards each other. Cross the right leg in front of the left leg. You can cross at the shins, but preferably cross at the thighs. So and then bend your knees. Reach for your ankles. Pull your heels towards you. Maybe you can reach for the outside edge of your feet and keep your head on the floor. Bring the feet out opposite each other, and then pull towards the floor. There's your glutes, outside of the hip. Flex your feet, holding for just a few breaths. And then we'll get moving to our dancing warrior. Release that and open up your legs. Hands on the outside. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hands on the legs, assisting, bringing those legs, crossing the left in front of the right. Bend your knees, reach for the ankles like this, or the shins, or better, grab the outside edges of your feet. Have the feet opposite each other and pull the feet towards the floor. Opposite side. Or the other side, stretching your left glute, your left hip. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another breath. Then release your feet. Reach the legs up and then out to the sides one more time. Bring them together. Bend your knees. Cross your ankles the other way than you did the first time. And I want you to roll up. Come over. Hands on the floor. Uncross your feet or legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. All right, setting your intention for a class. To have fun. Let go of being in too much control of being perfect or having to get everything exactly right. I want you to have fun here and enjoy the practice. So close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in together. Inhale. Open your mouths and exhale. Inhale and reach your arms up. Open your eyes. Exhale, fold over your body with a flat back. Lengthen the head forward. Plant your hands and step back plank. Going through one sun salutation A. Exhale, down to the mat. Cobra pose. Let's do this cobra pose 3 times. So lift up your back or your chest and lower down. Do that 2 more times. Elbows draw into your sides. Inhale, warming up the spine. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Pull the head away from the mat. The shoulders back. Feels much better that time, right? Exhale and lower. Tuck your toes. Push off of the mat. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal your heels. Keep some movement. Look forward and bend your knees. Walk your feet up to your hands, and you can crisscross as you go up to the front. It's just fun, isn't it? Crossing all the way up there. And lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Bring it up. Exhale your hands down to your heart. And roll your shoulders back. We're going to bring the right foot up and step it back. Right there. Set your knee down on the mat. Ardha Hanumasana. Hands to the floor. Half split. So movement from half split to low lunge. Ardha Hanumasana to low lunge position. Half split. Bring the arms back and around. And then bring the hands down again one more time. Foot on the floor, and then lift up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Lift up your right knee, step your right foot forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. We'll do the other side. Similar to a moon salutation. Kind of, just a little variation. Lift up the left leg, left foot back, lunge position. Get your balance, lower the knee down slowly. Don't conk the knee down, but just touch down. And then go into that Anjaneyasana, low lunge position. There the word came to me. Flex your foot in the front, half split, Hanumasana. Foot on the floor, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the floor, Ardha Hanumasana. Flex your foot, hello hamstring up there. Inhale and reach. So movement-based stretching dynamically. Flex your foot. Do that again. Inhale and reach. And then exhale one more time. Put your foot down. Reach up. Exhale, stepping forward. Fold. Lengthen half lift. Exhale, fold. Similar, but with a variation. Exhale your hands to your heart. Go ahead and step back with your right leg. So this time stay up high. And I want you to, so we'll move, lowering down the knee towards the floor and then lifting up straight legs right here. You can put your hands on your hips for balance. Lower down. So this is about your legs right here. Shoulders back. Lower down and up. Bend the knee in the front, knee over ankle, and lift up. Straightening both legs. Now hold it low right here. So you've got a 90-degree angle of your leg. Your opposite knee is bent, right? So now you're going to straighten that leg, but keep this leg and hip the same place. Bend the knee and then straighten. So stretching the hip flexors, bend the knee, and then straighten. Good. Got that? Now look forward, chin neutral. Straighten. One more time. Hold and breathe. Inhale, reach the arms up, stretching overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor, step forward and fold. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Left leg. Step back. Hands to your hips. Lower and then straighten the legs. Lower, straighten the legs. Chin neutral. Don't look down, look forward. Lift up. Down and straight. And then lower and hold at the bottom. So this time, again, knee 90 degrees right there. This leg is bent, right? Now you're going to straighten, press the heel away from you, and then bend your knee. Straighten and bend your knee. Straighten and then bend the knee. Let's do that one more time. Good job. Now, reach your arms up straight. Place the hands on either side of your foot. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Changing it up. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold over. Lengthen forward, step back into downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, you're going to come into side plank. So go to your right side like that. And you can kickstand side plank by putting the left foot in front of the right. In fact, I encourage that right here. Press your hand into the floor. Reach the arm up. Now I want you to bring that arm under and curl under like a cat tail. And then reach up. I don't know why I say cat tail, but let's call it a cat tail. Reach underneath and then up. Unfurling the arm. Reach down and under up. Do it one more time. And reach. Okay, press into your hand. Now if you need to, you can take a break by putting your knee down like this, right, for a moment. Otherwise, you're right here. This foot is pressing down to the floor. Bring your hand to your hip. Now press into your right hand and extend the leg through. Bring it out. Got that? Okay, let's do that again. Bring it in and through and out. Do it 2 more times. In and out. Bring the knee in and stretch that leg out. 1 more time. You can do it. Bring it in, extension, bring it in and out. Great. Hand on the floor, and let's go through a vinyasa. So shift, lower down. I know you're feeling that right side. Exhale back, downward facing dog. All right, we'll give that right side a break. Going to the left side. Shift forward. So my back's going to be to you for a moment. So you're going to make sure your wrist is a little forward of the shoulder so there's an angle. You're not stacked completely. Here, press your foot into the floor. I'm up on the ball of my foot. I'm lifting my heel. Reach the right arm up and then curl under right there and lift up. Don't flip. Press your fingers into the floor. There's your balance. Points of contact. There's 3 of them. Your hand, your foot, the edge of your other foot. Do it again. Beautiful job. Inhale, reach. All right, so here's the balancing part where you lift the right leg up. So get your right foot flat. Lift the left leg and bring it through. Bring it in and then out. Set it down. And look out. So make sure your body is straight, okay? So this is a slow, controlled movement. Extend, bring it in. You got 2 more. This is the only time we're gonna do this, guys. Out, bring it in, and straight. 1 more time. Bring it in, and then out. Excellent. Face the mat. Legs go out. Vinyasa. Lower. Lift up through. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Look forward, bend your knees, step your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise to the top. Put your palms together, hands to your heart. Shoulders roll back. Good. Stand your ground right here. Inhale and reach up, soften the knees. Exhale, fold. Something new coming up. Inhale, half lift. Step your legs back into downward facing dog. So length for your downward dog. Remember what you do. Plank. Don't move or wiggle your feet. Lift up, hips, downward dog. There's your length. My heels do not meet the floor, but my lower back is in a comfortable and healthy position. If your feet are too close to your hands, then you can compromise the lower back, or there's just not enough space for the lower vertebrae. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Step your right foot through, warrior 1. Remember, when you bring your foot forward, try not to use momentum going there. You can use your hand to place the foot on the floor further forward. All right, set your left heel down. We're coming up into warrior 1. Inhale, so reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale your hands down to your heart. Right there, roll your shoulders back. Now we're just gonna open up warrior 2. When that happens, this back foot kind of turns more parallel. And the forward foot, heel to arch alignment right there. All right, so try to go into a deeper or lower warrior 2 position. So trying to get this thigh or the knee joint 90 degrees. Press that knee out. You can even use your hand right there. Reaching your arms, reverse warrior, but don't support this time. We're just gonna reach over. So a little different. Reaching the hand, your fingertips point towards that forward heel. Press into your toes and then sweep over. Now the Forward fingertips point towards the back heel, reaching the opposite arm over your ear. And sweep over, dancing warrior, just like that. 3 times. 2. And then 1. And bring it over, warrior 2. Hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. So just doing the dancing warrior, reaching the left leg up. Doing the dancing warrior. Whatever that is, right? Left foot forward. Here's our dancing warrior for the day. Put your heel down. Inhale, warrior 1. In, reaching the arms up. Put your palms together and look up. Maybe you get a little brief back bend in. Hands to your heart. Look forward. Now open up warrior 2. So your foot moves a bit. Shift forward more. Maybe you need to move your foot forward more if it's comfortable for you. Modify what you need to modify, friends. Knee over ankle, right there. Use your hand and push that knee out. Hold that, right there. Arms are straight. Look forward first. Then reach your fingertips, reverse warrior, right fingertips towards the forward heel, and then sweep the other way, reaching over. So your fingertips reach towards that back foot, the back heel, and then reverse. So 3 of those. Reach. Keep that leg in the front 90 degrees or as close to that as you can. Knees out. One more time. And then forward, side angle. Beautiful. Warrior 2. Sweep those hands down. Let's go through a vinyasa unless you would like to go to downward dog. So here, shift forward, lower down, draw your elbows in, shoulders away from the ears, flip your feet over, upward facing dog. Feel that stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. Movement. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Let's do that again. Right foot forward, between your thumbs. Now you know where you're going with this. Set your heel down. Warrior 1. Inhale, up. Put your palms together and reach. Pull the abs in. Now look forward, open up the arms, warrior 2. Right there, bend your knee. Straighten the sides. Good, knee over ankle. So I had to intentionally bring that knee out, just so you guys know. You have to work at it. Reverse. Sweeping the hand straight, fingertips towards the opposite heel. Now bring it over and reach fingers towards that opposite foot and then bring it back. Beautiful job. We're going to add on to this and sweep back. Nicely done. And now reverse, straighten the forward leg. Good. Now we're going to bring the arm forward, triangle pose. Right arm reaches forward as far as you can. Then reach down if you have a block. Awesome. Bring your fingertips down to the block. Reach the arm over your ear. Inhale, reach up. Press into your toes, your feet. Reach up over your head. Do that again. Straighten your sides. One more time. Inhale, reach. Nicely done. Bend your forward knee. Warrior 2, bring your hands to the floor. Hold on though. We're going to go into standing split. So reach your hands down, look at your foot. I'm going to slide my foot in just a bit and lift up my left leg. Coming into standing split, walk your hands back to your foot. Lift up that left leg. So look at your knee, look behind you. Maybe your knee can come to your nose or your nose to your knee. Then maybe pick up the right hand and place the right hand behind the ankle. Leg up, look back, look behind you. Straighten that leg. Don't flip. Lift the leg up higher, point your toes. Breathe. If you want to, you can try to pick up your left hand. Maybe come up onto the left fingers first and then pick it up. And then set it down. Beautiful job. Set your foot down, left foot to the floor, hands on the mat, lift up the right leg, 3-limb dog. Let's stretch that out. Turn the toes out, bend the knee. Just hold right here. Rotate at the hip joint. Both directions. Extend the legs straight and then lower. Let's do the other side. Left leg up, inhale. Step your left foot through warrior one to start with. So your heel comes down, heel to heel alignment, reaching all the way up. Palms come together. Knee over your ankle in the front, look up. Little back bend right there, reach. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, warrior two. Position your feet, your knee, move that leg out. Reverse warrior. Sweep those fingers towards the forward ankle and then reach back. Fingertips reach towards that opposite foot. Good. Reach. Do it again. And forward. Reverse. Then straighten your forward leg. Arms forward and back. Reach forward. Triangle pose. Keep pressing into your feet. Right? On that sticky mat. Press your feet down. Reach your fingers for the floor. Reach the arm up. Straighten your sides. Arm over your ear. And then reach up. Bring it over. Just a little movement with the arm. Up. And then over. Beautiful. Bend your forward knee. Reach warrior two. Hold. You're going to bring your hands to the floor and lift the right leg up. First, and coming into, starting with warrior three with the hands on the floor. And then we'll come into that split. So hands forward, look forward, slide your foot just slightly, lift up your right leg. So here, your hands or wrists are under your shoulders. Then as you walk your hands toward your foot, your head tips down, crown of the head facing the floor. So touch the crown of your head, then touch the floor right there. So that's the direction. The crown of the head, bottom of your head, top of your head, touch the floor. Reach the leg up, toes pointing up, knee towards your nose as close as you can. Don't overstretch this. Walk your hands back. All right, so maybe you can pick up your left hand, place it behind your left ankle. Lift that leg. Look behind. Little shaking's okay. Your central nervous system reacting or responding to something unconventional, right? Something unusual for your body. And something that's really a tough balancing pose. Now try to come up on your right fingers, and then maybe you can bring your hand behind your ankle and then set it down, even for a microsecond. Step your right foot to the floor. Slide your hands in, lift up, three-limb dog. Turn your toes out, bend your knee, rotate, other way. Good, extend the legs straight, beautiful job. Let's vinyasa one time. Right here, lower down, lift your chest up through, beautiful. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Set your knees down. And walk your hands in towards your knees. Lift up. Reach the arms overhead. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Bring your hands behind your back. I tuck my toes under right here because I need that extra bit of height to reach for, right? So I'm not a real back bendy kind of person, so my modification for this is to lift my heels. So if you've got that in your flexibility in your spine and it's comfortable, then put the top of your feet down and really press the top of the feet down and reach. So I can touch the heel and then reach up and touch the heel. Where is it? And then reach up. Tuck your toes. See how that is. Being careful. So you're going to press your hips forward. Lean your shoulders back. Turn your gaze up. Reach your hand for your ankle and reach up. Do the other side. Inhale, reach carefully. Press the hips forward. Fingertips to the our hand to the ankle, reaching the shoulders back. Inhale and reach up. Now, do alternating again, or sweep your hands down behind ankles with the fingers and look up. Broaden through the chest. Just lean the head back, don't drop the head back. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, tuck your chin, lift up, invigorating the body, invigorating pose, hands to your heart. Place the tops of your feet on the floor, hands on the mat. Keep your legs together. Come into a supported child's pose. Countering that position, that camel pose, rounding the back over the legs. Sweep the hands to the sides and turn your palms up. And just let your shoulders kind of drape forward. Relax. The head on the floor, the forehead, you want to kind of tilt or tuck your chin just slightly. So the crease of your hairline, not the crease, the hairline is where you're placing the head on the mat, rather than having your forehead flat, which can crane the neck. Place your hands beside your ears and lift up. Look forward and coming into Malasana. Place your right foot on the floor, left foot on the floor, and sink back. Place something under your heels if you need to. Right here. Elbows to the inside of your knees, right there. And sit up tall. Lift up those glutes just a little bit. Let's forward fold. Place your hands on the floor. Keep your feet where they are and fold over. Straighten your legs. Relax the shoulders. Now start to bend the knees, and when you bend the knees, tip your head up, lift your head up, and look forward. Your knees go the same direction as your toes. Bring your thumbs to your breastbone or to the heart. Place your hands on the floor. So my hands, I'm moving them out. My arms are at a slight angle. Then kind of lean your legs onto the back of the arms, right? So that's basically going to be your shelf that you'll put your knees and shins on. So lift up your hips, look forward, get your knees up there pretty high, almost into your armpits. Then gaze forward, lean into it, pick up your right foot, and then set it down, left foot, set it down, and then set your heels down. And let's forward fold. Place the hands, press into the hands, and let the hips fold. Turn your toes forward towards your wrists, hands to your shins or your thighs. Lift up halfway, and then all the way up, and lift up. And then reaching over to one side. So forget about all of that for a moment. And then lean over to the other side. Inhale and reach up. Now bring your hand to the side of your leg and reach up and over, lateral flexion. Inhale, reach. Other side. Keep pressing into your feet, especially the opposite foot, or the foot on the opposite side of the lean. Inhale and reach up. All right, so now we're going to go back into Malasana. Turn your toes out. Bend your knees. Lower down. Elbows to the inside of your knees, hands on the floor, so you're reaching there. Bring your feet in closer together, like that. And then lift your knees, get your knees up high, and the upper outer arms around your back. Look forward, and then pick your feet up, both of them. Pull the heels to the glutes. And then set your feet down. Nicely done. Hands on the floor, forward fold. Lengthen halfway up and go ahead and stand tall with a flat back. Inhale and reach up. And let's balance. So pick up your right foot, bring the knee up to your chest. You can hold your knee, pull it in. Abs contracted, pull those in, stabilizing the spine. Flex your foot. And then let's extend the leg out straight, right there. So hands underneath the thigh.
balancing. So press into the entire foot, all four corners of the foot. Think about that. The sides in the front, the sides in the heel. Bend your knee and set that down. Let's do the other side. So pick up your left knee, pull it in, abs contracted, flex your foot. Then bring your hands underneath the hamstring or around the hamstring. Extend the leg out straight. Good. Now let that go. Let your leg go down. Let's do the other side. So standing in your right leg, bring your left knee up to your chest. And then reach down on the inside of your foot and just hold your big toe with your yogi fingers. Your hand to your hip, maybe extend the arm out, and then reach that leg straight, looking forward. So try not to just hold your toe. I want you to use your strength to hold the leg up. Maybe you can take the leg side. Bring it in, bend your knee, set your foot down. Let's do the other side, okay? Left leg up, hand at your hip, reach down on the inside, grab your big toe, just try. All right, so stand up tall, your knee points up, don't let your knee drop out. Well, don't look around too much either. Extend the leg straight, toes pointing up, heel pointing down. Don't hold too tightly, I want you to use your leg strength. Then reach your right arm out. Stay here or bring the leg side carefully. Bring it forward, nicely done. Let it go, strength, lower down. Beautiful job. Bring your feet apart. One more time. Squat down into Malasana right here. You're doing awesome. All right, so just practice. Hands on the floor. Lift up your knee or bring your feet in closer together. Sometimes it's helpful to turn your toes out and have your heels touching, right? Because that's ultimately what you want when you're up in crow pose, is to have your heels come towards each other, towards your glutes. So hands here. So right here is the position once you're on your hands, but rounding your back. Then lift your knees, upper outer arms, shift forward, look forward, and then pick your feet up. Pull your heels to your glutes, up higher, up higher, up higher, up higher. And then set your feet down. Beautiful job. Lower down on the mat. Extend the legs out straight. And lower down all the way on the mat. Reach your arms overhead and stretch. Come up onto your forearms like this. Broaden through the chest. And just look across the room. Look across your room. Just take it in. Have a little bit of observation of things outside of your body for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're often doing plank, right? Strengthening the core with plank, facing the mat. Now let's do plank looking away from the mat, so looking out, having an outward perspective. All right, so come up onto your right hand and your left hand. Your fingertips point towards your glutes. Broaden through your chest. Pull your elbows towards each other like that, right? So don't arch the spine. Your back is going to be straight. But pull your abs in. You're going to press into your heels. And by the way, your legs are separated hip width. So not wide, but not narrow. Press into your fingertips right there. And then lift up. Push. Look up. Don't drop the head back. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Nicely done. Sit up in front of you, and now slow her down to the mat. All the way. Reclined one leg pigeon pose. I like the sound of that reclined, right? It just sounds really nice. It is nice. All right, bring your feet to the floor. Lift your hips up, lower back settles onto the floor. Wiggle your shoulders so your blades are apart. Bring your right ankle to your left knee. Setting up for one-legged pigeon pose, supine. Lift up your foot off the floor. Reach your hands through, grab the thigh or the hamstring, pull the leg in. So just want you to see the difference between this. We're gonna do supine pigeon pose and then take it to facing the mat, our normal or regular pigeon pose, whatever regular is. So you can press your right knee away with your elbow, pull the leg in, feel the stretch on the outside of your hip. Then I want you to kind of exaggerate the pose by pulling your knee out to the right, not just energetically. Then set your left foot on the floor. Let your knees drop over to the right side. Bring your arms out like a cactus. Like that, so bend your elbows. And turn your gaze over to the left. Pull your back in towards the floor, or pull your abs in so you can bring your back towards the mat. Good. Now let's lift the knees, let's change sides so we can go into regular pigeon pose facing the mat. So lift the legs up, reach underneath, grab, pull that in, flex both of your feet. Notice what you're feeling in your hips right here, your back, your shoulders. Energetically pull the knee out to the left. Breathe in and breathe out. And then as you're exhaling, lower the right foot to the floor. Go ahead and bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Let your knees tip over to the left and look over to the right. Then lift your legs, lift your knees. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Now you can roll to the side or cross your ankles and roll up. Come onto your hands and your knees. So our final pose, and then we'll sit and close our eyes. Bring your right leg up underneath you. And so your foot, you press your toes down into the mat, your knee points to the outside edge of the mat. That's an important point, you guys. Walk your left leg back, put the top of your foot down. All right, so get comfortable right here. Just come down to your forearms. If you have blocks, you can put your forearms on your blocks. And then reach forward. We're just gonna be here for 3 breaths. So you want to press your toes into the floor. Press that leg underneath you into the floor, the foot behind you into the floor. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now walk your hands in. Grab your knee. Put your forearm on the floor. And then walk your right hand to the outside. So we're going to add a twist to this pigeon pose. You'll feel your glute on there on the right side, looking over the shoulder. And then look forward, or look at the mat. Untwist, hands on the floor, tuck your toes, lift up your knee, downward facing dog. And then change sides. So left leg underneath you, knee to the mat, pointing to the outside edge. Tuck your toes into the mat back here or here, and then put the foot down flat. Look forward. So your hips stay squared. And as you move towards the mat, Maybe your glute comes all the way down and then the thigh on the other side. So we're getting a good hip stretch, flexor stretch, and then when you walk your arms forward, your shoulders, put your forehead down, just 3 breaths. Don't let the foot back there sickle or drop out. Lift your head, walk your hands in, look forward, then grab your knee with your right hand, put your forearm down like that, and use that as resistance and kind of look over to the side. I look over your shoulder. Twisting. We could take this much further, but we're not. There's other ways to position the shoulders so that you have that shoulder and hip disassociation, but we're just going to stay right here to finish class. We're in the last minute of class. All right, so hands on the mat, sit on your left hip, and we're just going to spin the legs around, forward, seated. Walk your hands down to your heels, take a breath in. Exhale. Flex your feet, inhale. And then exhale, sit up tall, cross your legs, and we will together sit, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, open your mouths and let that go. Bring the palms together, then bring the edge of the thumbs to your mind's eye, the third eye. And thanks and in gratitude. Then the edge of the hands to the heart. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. I'll see you again. Leave me your comment. Bye.